We seem to lose all reason, all logic and sanity when it comes to religious matters. So we have to be logical, rational, doubting, questioning all the things man has put together about God, the saviors, the gurus and their authority, everything completely aside. That's not religion. Just that merely the assumption of authority by the few, or you give them authority. You give them authority. Have you ever noticed where there is disorder, socially, politically, in human relationship, out of the disorder, if it is not resolved, comes a dictator, a ruler. You have recently had examples of this in Italy as Mussolini and Hitler, that madman, and so on. Where there is disorder, politically, religiously in our life, you will create the authority. You are responsible for the authority. And there are people who are too willing to accept that authority. So, together we're going to look what is religion. Where there is fear, man inevitably seeks something that will protect him, safeguard him, that will hold him in a sense of certainty, complete security, because he's basically frightened. And out of that fear, we invent gods. Out of that fear, we invent all the rituals, all the circus that goes on in the name of religion. All the temples in this country, all the churches and the mosques are put together by thought. You may say there is direct revelation. But you never question, doubt that revelation. You accept it. And if one uses logic, reason, sanity, and all these superstitions that one has accumulated, all that is not religion, obviously. Can you put all that aside to find out what is the nature of religion, what is the my brain that holds the quality of religious living? Can you, as a human being frightened, not invent, not create illusions, but face fear, which we talked about the other day? Fear can disappear completely psychologically when you hold it, remain with it, not escape from it, when you give your whole attention to it. It's like a light being thrown on fear, great flashing light, and then that fear disappears completely. And when there is no fear, there is no God. Then there is no rituals. Everything becomes unnecessary, stupid. That is irreligious. The things that thought has invented becomes irreligious. Because thought is merely a material process based on experience, knowledge, memory, which is material process. And when thought invents the whole rigmarole, the whole structure of organized religions, which have lost completely no meaning at all, can you put aside all that voluntarily, not seeking a reward at the end of it? Will you do it? When you do that, then we'll begin to ask, what is religion? And is there something beyond all time and thought? You may ask that question, but if thought invents something beyond that question, then it's still material process. We have said that thought is a material process because it's sustained, nourished in the brain cells. The speaker is not a scientist, but you can watch it in yourself. Watch the activity of your own brain, which is the activity of thought. So if we can put aside all that voluntarily, easily, without any resistance, then you will inevitably ask, is there something beyond all time and space? Is there something that has never been seen before by any man? Is there something immensely sacred? Is there something that the brain has never touched? So we're going to find out. If you have done the first step, which is wipe away all this rubbish called religion, is because you have used your brain, your logic, your doubt, your question